Hi, I'm Bethany Jane and I'm so excited to take you on a journey into a craft that I've truly fallen in love with, hand building. What started as a simple curiosity has become so much more to me, and there's something incredibly calming and grounding about working with clay. The feel of it in your hands, the quiet focus it requires, and the joy of watching something take shape from nothing. It's become a part of my life that brings me peace, and it's a creative outlet that I really enjoy. In this episode, I'll be sharing the process I go through when creating my pieces, where I started in my pottery journey, and show you my own little studio where I create my work. So come along with me and hopefully I'll inspire you to slow down and find joy in this process just like I have. So it all started a few years ago with a 6-week hand building course at Pottery. Clay was new to me and I fell in love instantly. There's something magical about building something from nothing. No machines, no distractions, just you, your hands and the clay. So after hand building, I tried a wheel throwing course and wow, that was a whole new challenge. I really loved it, but just found that the hand building was more my thing. I loved the imperfections in the pieces, how they told a story, and just really taking the time to build something with the clay in this particular method. Pretty soon, I knew I wanted to keep going in hand building, so my instructor Sarah advised me to start at home on my kitchen table. So I did. I had a board of wood, I'd get out and I'd clamp it down to the table. I'd then get my clay out each evening, but I knew I wanted a space dedicated for this, so I didn't have to keep setting up. So I managed to set up a little studio in my home, and it's nothing fancy, just a worktop, some shelving, tools, glazes, and lots of clay. But it's my happy place, a space that doesn't really have a lot of other use. Over the years, I've made various things for friends and family, and I've made a few things for myself too. People have always appreciated a handmade item, and I love giving them away. Here I'm making 2 little pots to be taken to be fired at Pottery where I learnt for the Hire My Kiln service. So let's get over there to get them bisque fired. So here I am at Pottery. This is where all the magic happens. It's run by the amazing Sarah, who's the heart and soul behind it all. Sarah was the one who introduced me to this wonderful craft and has been a huge part of my journey. Pottery runs lots of different courses, party sessions, one-to-one classes, and so much more in learning about this wonderful craft. So I'm joined here with Sarah from Pottery, and I'd love to start, Sarah, with how did you begin your journey into pottery?
So I've been doing pottery for about 25 years now, and I started off doing it as a little side hustle to my main job, but then I was made redundant from my main job, which was the catalyst for me to start doing it full time. So that was about 9 years ago now.
So do you have any advice for somebody looking to start out in pottery?
Just do it is the first thing, just get started. It's a little bit like a meditative process when you start doing pottery. When you get your hands on that clay, it's so lovely because it's very primal, you're feeling that texture and everybody just calms and is thoughtful, and it's just a lovely process. So just start it. And you don't need a lot of money, you don't need a lot of equipment, you just need some clay in your hands to start with. If you get other bits and pieces as you go along, great, but just get started with it and you'll feel the benefits of it straight away, I'm sure.
And you see so many people coming through the doors here at Pottery for courses, one-to-one lessons and all the other things that you offer. What's your favourite part of the job of being a clay enabler / teacher?
It's just that, it's seeing people that have not worked with clay before come into a studio, maybe being a bit nervous, a bit anxious about the whole process, and just seeing them flower and bloom. So people that come on a 6-week course, for example, might be a bit nervous, I'm not sure I can do this, and then with a bit of gentle support and help, by the end of the 6-week course they've made amazing things. And what's lovely is when they've taken them home and then they come back the following week and say, oh, everybody loved my mug, they couldn't believe I'd made it.
Now, Sarah's passion is infectious, and it's easy to see why Bourne Pottery has become such a welcoming creative hub. Whether you're a total beginner or just curious, this is the perfect place to get your hands dirty in the best possible way. So once the pieces are bisque fired, it's time to glaze them. This is where the fun really begins. Colour, texture, and the big surprise once they're out the kiln. So back into the kiln they go for their final firing. And just like that, they're done. The glaze has transformed in the heat, and each pot now is unique and complete. Now, these little items are proof of what you can make with time, patience, and a bit of clay. Pottery isn't just a hobby. It's become a way for me to connect, to create, and to take some time for myself. Whether you're making something for others or just for you, there's a quiet joy in working like this with your hands. Why not give it a try? You might well find you fall in love with it just as I did. I'm Bethany Jane, and I'll see you next time.